The security guard turned off the lights, about to close the door. He saw this table in front of him, a head dropped out on the floor.
This is Creepy with Coffee.
Hi, this is another episode here on Creepy with Coffee. I'm Ju Kim, better known as Kim. So when I was looking for story and browsing through the internet, I came across this photo or this post that was from Katrina. So in a short bit, I'm going to show you the photo whereby this lady claims that she was alone in the room when she took this selfie. At first, the photo that you are looking at right now looks pretty normal, right? It's just a young, nice-looking lady in the photo, but at the back, you can actually notice on the floor that looks like something else. Can't really see. But if you tune up the brightness a little bit, you will be able to see what is laying down on the floor. The photo went viral, and a lot of netizens actually claimed that it could be a family member, daughter, niece, or probably someone in the family lying down so that she could take this photo. But if you look closely, it doesn't look like a normal human being, isn't it not? In the post that I read, it also pointed out that Katrina said she was alone in the room at the time. While she does have nephews and nieces, but those kids are in Japan. Her cousins in the Philippines, however, are much older and definitely bigger than the kid in the photo. Thus, there is no explanation, according to Katrina. And this leads me to a story that I remember someone telling me about her work experience. This happened at her office, but not to her, but to the security guard that works in that same office. I'm not going to tell you which office is this. I'm not going to tell you exactly where this office is at. I'm not going to tell you the road even. But let's say the office is somewhere very near to a Japanese torture camp during Japanese occupation time. Reason why I did not say is because the office is still in use today. The office is not exactly huge. It made up of probably just two small blocks of building. I think the office initially started as a house. It's somebody's house. Family left the house, probably migrated somewhere else, and somebody took over and turned that place into an office. One of the story I remember after seeing the post or the photo that I showed you earlier on was there is this one night whereby the security guard was just patrolling the area. Like I say, the office or the place isn't exactly huge, so it would not take a lot of time to actually go around until he ended up at one part of the office where he is supposed to go in, turn off the lights because nobody else is working at that time anymore. So he's supposed to go around patrol and then stop at that office to switch off the light. According to the person who told me this story, office is kinda the central of the whole area. That is where the main keys are. That is where all the main switches are. That also acts as a last place for the security guard to actually check before he go back to his station. So like any other normal night, he will patrol the whole area before he stopped at that particular office. He went in, and when he turned off the lights, and he wanted to close the door, right? When he turned off the lights, as he looked closer, right in front of him, there is actually an office table. Office table, but it's not the whole, you don't see the whole office table in front of him. It's just probably like this, in a slightly further distance, right? The security guard turned off the lights, about to close the door. He saw this table in front of him, a head dropped out on the floor. Pretty much the same as the photo that you see earlier on. The head was just on the floor, looking at the security guard. Then when the security guard actually told the story, he said, I pretended that nothing happened and I just closed the door. But what he believes was, because of the history of the place, there were a lot of victims that were actually beheaded during that period of time. It's a dark period of time indeed, and probably some of them are still lingering around. Ever since that story, now the security guard will always bring a friend to work. If you go to an office and saw a head pop out of nowhere on the floor, what would you do? Thank you very much for watching once again. This is Creepy with Coffee. If you have not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. And until the next episode.